guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share with you a list of Love Oz YA books that I think should be adapted for either film or TV because they would be incredible on screen. So this is just my opinion, it's just some things that I have loved reading in the last 12 months or so, and I would really love to see adapted in some way, shape or form. First up is a semi-definitive list of worst nightmares by Crystal Sutherland. This was a book that I didn't expect to like, but I ended up really enjoying, and it had a really great atmosphere about it that I think would translate really well to film. And a really cool thing about it is inside this particular story there is a film being created at the same time, and I think that would work really well. So this is the story of Esther Sola, whose grandfather met death, and ever since then her entire family has been cursed to die of their worst nightmare. Esther has so far managed to evade the curse. However, she meets Jonah and he decides to help her confront her nightmares and to try and break the curse. And it is a wonderful, wonderful contemporary book that I really enjoyed, and it was very fast-paced and easy to read, and I think it would make a lovely film. Then there is Gap Year in Ghost Town by Michael Pryor. This was a book that I read for one of the YA Rooms book club picks for the month, and this is a ghost hunting story set in Melbourne, and I think this would make an awesome TV series because you could extend it out. You could take the premise of this and the wonderful characters. Anton is the grandchild of some very effective ghost hunters, and yet he hasn't decided whether or not he's actually going to take up the family business, and so he has been given an ultimatum by his dad to take a gap year and ghost hunt before he goes off to uni to decide whether he or not he is actually going to follow in his family's footsteps. And then he meets Rani, who is a very well-trained ghost hunter from the Company of the Righteous, and their personalities clash as they come to grips with their own opinions and expectations of what ghost hunting is and what it should look like. And I think this would adapt really well to TV because you could have so many really interesting little plot lines going here, there and everywhere. Plus, it is very funny. Anton has a great sense of humor and was one of my favorite characters that I've read this year. Then there is The Interrogation of a Charlotte Wolf. This is the first book in a trilogy, and I haven't read the other books yet, and it's been a while since I read this. However, I remember just being blown away by it. It is a dystopian set in a detention camp, but it has these wonderful Dreamtime stories woven through it, and I think this would translate really well to screen because it would have this wonderful atmosphere and history woven through it. So this one I would love to see adapted. Next up is Aeon by Alison Goodman. This is a story with dragons, so I would love to see more dragon films because dragons are one of my favorite mythological creatures, and this would be awesome because it is all about a female character kicking butt in a world where men have decided that women do not have a place in the world of the dragons. So if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you pick it up, but I think this would translate beautifully into a film or even a miniseries. That'd be cool. I also think the Every series by Illuminae should be adapted, probably for TV, because I think this would have really great week-by-week adventures as well as a great overarching story arc. The book is smart and fun and sexy, and the characters have fantastic chemistry, and this would be so much fun to watch on screen. I would also like to see Nevernight by Jay Kristoff adapted, even though this is sort of at the top end of the YA category, bordering on new adult. This would be a fantastic fantasy adventure series. Actually, probably not so much as a movie. Netflix series, could totally see that. That would be amazing. Because hey, who doesn't want to see an adaptation of A School for Assassins? I mean, seriously, it's just like the perfect viewing experience, I think anyway. Probably not so shockingly, I've also picked Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I think this would make an amazing space opera, adventure, I don't know, mini-series, TV series, I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm all for anything set in space. And there's so much that goes on in this book. It would be incredible on screen. And finally, I would love to see the Lady Helen series adapted either for the big screen or for the TV, because who doesn't want a paranormal story set in the 1800s Victorian London with a strong female character fighting demons? I mean, that's just perfect for me. So I would love to see this adapted. So I would love to see any or all of these adapted for viewing at some point, because why not? This would be incredible viewing experience, let's not lie. What Love Oz YA books would you like to see adapted for screen? I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.